Hello everyone, this is Jordan Gilbert back with my Project 2 demo. It's a simple temperature logging system using a TMP36 temperature sensor, so let's get into it. First thing looking at here is just a simple hardware block diagram again. So we got the Uno with the 18 mega processor. Temperature sensors connected on the A0 or PC0 port. We're using the internal 1.1 volt reference. That's going through the ADC, which is a 10-bit. We're doing a blocking read for that. And then all of our data is being sent over UART, which goes out, to the host PC. And we're using timer 1 with an interrupt, generating an interrupt every 1 second to give us a 10-second interval between ADC reads. Simple software architecture here. So interrupt service routine, like I mentioned, for timer 1, just using the overflow. We reload the T count register every time. After 10, it sets a flag. And then in the main application, after initialization, we pull that flag. Once we pull it, we perform a blocking read of the analog to digital converter. The value we get back, we convert it to Fahrenheit and then do our stabilization check if we haven't already reached stabilization. And then everything is printed out to UART. I print out like a status 2 of the stabilization to UART as well. It's a quick little state diagram here is basically what I just mentioned before, but it's really, really simple. I mean, there's not much involved here. It's just the stabilization is going through every 10 seconds, grabbing a value, and then the way I implemented it is check to see if the temperature is within plus or minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit of the previous read, and we got to get 3 of those consecutively to determine that we're stable. Otherwise, we just continue in this loop. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll give a quick demo. I'm not going to go over the full 5 minutes from the lab, but down here you can see the setup. It's just the Arduino. The sensor is actually right here. And once plugged in, it prints out a little statement saying that we're stabilizing. So then every 10 seconds, it'll start printing out the temperature. So there we got 75.8. It's probably 72 to 73-ish in the room, so it's pretty close. But after it gets 3 in a row, and determines that it's stabilized, 3 in a row that's plus or minus 2 degrees of the previous read. There we go, stabilized, and then it just starts recording. And I'm printing things out in a basically a CSV format, so it's easily copyable, so you can put it into Excel and make a nice graph with some headers too. And that'll just keep printing out indefinitely every 10 seconds approximately. And so if we look back here, you can see the results of a basically like a 10-minute test. So at the start, this is where we started recording data after stabilization. And I couldn't put mine in a fridge due to logistics reasons in my house, but I have a window right here in my office, and it's pretty cold where I live, so I just stuck it in the window and shut the window as much as I could, and it got down to, close to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is probably pretty accurate for when I did this. Waited for about 5 minutes or so, and then took it out of there and let it warm back up. So I got a nice little graph here. But yeah, that's my my lab 2 at the temperature sensor logger. Thanks everybody.